Be very careful. So, welcome back to this never-ending series of rigging the Sony FX3. The reason why we are rigging this so much is just as simple that it's really a lot of fun doing that. So it's a never-ending attempt to trying to optimize the rig for every kind of shooting we are doing, even if it's run and gun or a interview setup like we did in the first episode, or it's on a gimbal. But I'm not gonna lie, it's like Ismo said, it's easier or more fun to rig the camera full, but still that's not the best or optimal rig for carrying it around. So we are trying to minimize the rig as much as possible. The way we have rigged this camera now is on 15mm rods on a Manfrotto plate with an elevated base for the half cage from Smallrig. We have a lens support from Smallrig, and we have a matte box from Smallrig, side handle from Smallrig, and a handle extension for the Sony FX3 XLR handle, also from Smallrig. So really everything here is from Smallrig, including the V-mount battery and the battery plate. But as you can see here, the battery plate has no connections for the cords to the V-mount battery. That's just fine. But there is one big problem when you have a camera like this with a flip-out screen, and that's this knob here. Its position is too low, so if you want to pull out the screen, it will crash into this knob. And that's a potential danger for, not for you as a operator, but for the screen itself. It's not a danger if you have the camera on a tripod like we have now, but if you're going to take it off the mount, you likely will carry it in your hands, maybe position it into your body, and the screen goes no longer than this. It's definitely gonna break when you're pushing this up against your body. So that's a big flaw in this design for the V-mount plate. So we actually have to change this out for a better one. And Smallrig has another option. That said, I'm not going to rig down the camera this time. You can see in the first episode how we rigged it, the whole system. So that's the genius with this thing, is that you can take off the battery independently from the rest of the rig. So that's what we are going to do now. We have this Smallrig, what is the series number? 5315, which is a plate designed for this kind of setup. And it includes a screen protector. Maybe I have to take a break in the filming to put this together. But here is the whole thing. It comes with an Arca Swiss plate at the bottom and a twist lock here. We'll pull that out a little. Where is it hanging? Okay. There is a knob here, a lock. That's not it. This is not it. So what? Oh, okay. You have to slide it back. No, it's not that either. What is it? What is it? What is it? Maybe we have to read the manual. What does the manual say? Men doesn't read manuals. Men don't read manuals. What? Okay. You have to pull this lever out and hold it out. Yes. There you go. You have to, maybe this is kind of a safety mechanism. You have to twist the lever and pull it out at the same time as you flip out this thing. After that, turn it firm to keep it stable and safe. Here we have a V-mount placement cap. We remove that, take the V-mount battery off the old V-mount plate and leave that for another occasion. Put the V-mount in the new plate and it's safe. And what you can see here is that this knob is at a much higher level than the other one. So the screen should not crash into that when it's flipped out. Okay, so the first thing we can see here is that there are no 15mm rod clamp for this plate. So we have to find out if it's going to be mounted without the rods or if we can mount this on top of the rods and keep the whole railing system. So we're taking a little break, demounting the camera and replacing the old one with this. Well, I have now taken off the whole camera with everything. I have tried to mount the V-mount plate onto the railing system. It doesn't work in the first. This one is interfering with the mounting on the other camera mount I have. So I have read that these screws have to be taken out and mounted into the storage holes if you want to use this for further mounting. So that's why I am trying to do now. Okay, gotta screw that back on. Okay, so what I found out is that I can keep the Manfrotto plate. Probably I can keep this elevated Arca Swiss plate for the camera, and I can keep the rods, and still I can keep the lens mount, which is preferable because I want to be as versatile as possible. But one of the new challenges here is that this plate is very small, and now I have removed the security pins from below the plate, so it can slide sideways in and out both ways here. So that, I guess I have to try this a little bit to get the most optimal solution. But this is the first try or first attempt to mount this V-mount plate, so we have to find out further down the road how to do this. But now the whole thing here is mounted and it seems stable and firm. So lock the tripod there, and I still have some trouble by, yes, screw this. Okay, maybe I don't have to pull it out. It's just, yeah, it's spring loaded. Okay, that's okay. Secure it again. And here we have some Velcros for cable management, where you can put the cable and make this really tidy setup. But first of all, we're going to try to mount the camera again. And now I'm really excited about, is this camera going to fit into this thing here? Well, seems like that so far. I have to find the center point. Okay, now it's a little elevated because this new plate raises the camera a little higher than the previous one. So the reason why I have elevated this mount is that when this lens support, it will rest on the lens support when you put it on the table, and you don't want that because then you get some strain and bend on your lens. But since we're now taller, we can lower this again all the way down. Try to put the camera back into this plate here and find the center point for the lens mount. But how are we? There is a knob here. So there are a lot of levers. We have this one for taking this plate and forth. We have this one for securing the plate. And we have a third one in the front for securing the camera. Now that's stuck the Arca Swiss. And one of the reasons I like to have a lens support is not only just to even out the weight of the camera, but it's always also a second point of rest. So it makes it a little bit funny, makes it a little bit more secure, and you don't have to be that afraid to lose the camera onto the ground. Okay, there we go. And with this support or V-mount plate is that it should be easy to be careful with this so you don't bend it. Easy to bend down the plate, taking out the screen, bending the plate up again, and mount the battery. Here we have the Smallrig 99 watt, like this. And we can push the whole V-mount system into the camera so we get a nice and tight rig. Well, now we can already see that this is a better solution because this knob is much higher than the last one. But there is another great thing about this V-mount, and that is that there is a screen protector coming with this plate. So we are going to slide that into place now. Much easier to work with, the whole thing. Well, look at this. There is another camera mount coming with the package. I didn't see that, but I will definitely remove the small one and use this one instead. And this one has spring-loaded secureable knobs on the side. So this is definitely much better and makes me sleep better at night. So I will change the small one for this one. Maybe you'll not see it on camera, but you see the point. Here we have the screen protector, which is the genius thing about this. Another genius thing about this, and this one is supposed to be easy to slide back and forth and easy to mount. There are two knobs here which fits into this. So just, well, maybe we have to cut this lock. Well, give me a second here. Just ikke riv ned kamera. Be very careful and hold on to the camera when you're doing this. Yep, there it goes. And we can adjust the height of this so it fits with the screen on your camera. We're speaking millimeters here. Okay, so there is a rubber piece on top and bottom, so it's probably supposed to secure the screen even more. I'm a little reluctant to push the screen into this, but okay. I have to try this out more off camera, but you can see the point. The screen goes into there and it's secured from bending either upwards, downwards, inwards, or outwards. And now we once more have to bring out the plate because of the handle here. Like, stick in the V-mount battery, bring the plate back again. And now we have a nice and tidy rig for the Sony FX3. Well, there is nothing more to say. Can you see the whole thing here? It's still a little heavy, so I am considering dropping the railing system. But anyways, this is a longed-for improvement of the rig, and it feels so much more secure. You can see the battery sticking a little high here, but you can still fit your hand into there. Either way, a last tip for the rig, it's that heavy, so never hold the whole rig from the top handle. It can't hold it. It's plastic, it's flimsy, it probably will, 95% sure about. That's the thing about this, which is better with the FX6 or bigger cameras. So hold on to the side handles when you hold to the top handle. Never put the whole weight on the top handle. So thank you for this again. I most likely will come back with another video of this plate from Smallrig when I have tried it a little bit more out. But for now, it seems very promising. So like and subscribe and tell me if you have any experiences with this, bad or good. I want to hear it anyway. So thank you for watching again and welcome back to the next one.